If you're a DoorDash driver or thinking of becoming a DoorDash driver in the future, you're gonna wanna make sure you watch this video and you ain't gonna wanna miss nothing in it, okay? You got happy drivers, they're gonna have happy customers, and then you're gonna be a happy company making all the money, and the Dashers is making their money too.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. I'm your boy, the Dashing Trader, and today we're gonna talk about a popular food delivery app, which is DoorDash, and whether or not they should be paying their delivery drivers more, okay? So first, let's get right to it. Thanks for being here first and foremost, and thanks for spending your time clicking on this video. I appreciate you. Let's start at looking at about how DoorDash pays the drivers, right? DoorDash pays the drivers a base rate, plus additionally, they pay based on the time and the distance of the delivery. However, the base pay is often very low. Sometimes it's as low as $2, y'all. Like, I ain't even stunned. Sometimes, you know, I didn't see it lower than that, but we're gonna get into that in a little second, okay? This means that drivers are heavily reliant on tips when it comes to food delivery. I mean, just to make a decent income from doing DoorDash, you really are relying on those tips, right? Let me know in the comments below if you think I'm right or wrong on it. So now you may be thinking, but the drivers can make good money with tips, right? So everything is good, right? Well, that's not always the case, because DoorDash has been accused of stealing tips. We all know this. And they've also been accused of subsidizing the base pay with the tip. Even as recent as with this earned by time stuff, I've seen base pay of 2 cents, like literally 2 cent base pay, and the rest, it could be a fat tip on there, you know. And I'm not, you know, it's still good pay, but here's the thing. If they able to dip into that tip and use that as a reason why they can pay 1 penny of base pay, then we have a bigger issue. So that just goes back to say that, you know, DoorDash got some stuff going on. This is definitely not fair when it comes to the drivers who are providing a valuable service for the customer, right? And they really providing something that DoorDash themselves can't do. DoorDash is a platform that provides a way for a customer to order, right? But DoorDash themselves don't actually do the delivery. So we need to make sure that the drivers are being properly taken care of. And I do want to stop and say this real quick. I am seeing this happen right now. I'm seeing drivers making more. I'm seeing certain improvements. Like, for instance, DoorDash has added a feature where you can now tip after the fact. Now, a lot of things didn't happen in 2022. You know, a lot of things that made us get to this point, but this is something positive for the drivers. Why? Because in the past, it's been very difficult for the customer to add that tip after the fact. After they didn't already completed the delivery and the order's done, DoorDash didn't make it easy. But with this new feature that they added, they've made it easier. Kudos to you, DoorDash. Thank you, because now drivers have more money in their pocket. But the work ain't over yet. You feel what I'm saying? We still got a long way to go. And here's the thing. DoorDash has been known to pay drivers less for deliveries that are proven to be more difficult and require more time. You know, the airport deliveries. The ones where you go into the hood and don't nobody want to take. You know, the ones that's going up to the 10th floor. The downtown deliveries where they know it ain't gonna be no parking. Like, DoorDash need to take these things into account, right? So that the drivers that take these orders are being fairly compensated. That's all I'm saying, honestly. So what can be done to address this issue? Some content creators, you know, I've been hearing a lot. They suggested that, you know, maybe it should be a higher base pay so that drivers aren't so reliant on the tips. That could be an option. I'm seeing things happening in New York. You know, these are new things happening in different areas across the company because of what's happened in California with Prop 22, right? So we see in places like New York implementing things like a minimum hourly rate for drivers, no matter what app it is, no matter from the time you turn on to, you know, it's a lot of things happening, but we seeing things improving in the right direction, but a lot more can be done. Others have called for more tip transparency. You know, shout out to Rideshare Rodeo, shout out to Para, shout out all my gig economy content creators who've spoke on trip transparency. I can't even speak right now. Hannibal is hungry. Pedro. A lot of people, who you name it, Gig Life, Ride Along with Bree. Everybody done talked about tip transparency. So I think that's something that DoorDash really can improve upon, and we've been seeing that. I don't know if you've watched Pedro's recent videos that he did on DoorDash, but a lot of those trips that he was taking, he was seeing full trip amounts on those orders, and a lot of other dashers around the country have been sending in screenshots. I've been seeing them on TikTok, on YouTube, even over on Facebook. Dashers are seeing full I'm never gonna be able to say that word right. Full tip transparency. But here's the the thing though. It's starting now. It ain't everywhere yet, but it's implemented. So these are things that we need to happen quicker so that drivers can begin to make more money. But I don't want to make sure I miss any points because DoorDash is implementing things that are positive for the drivers, and I have been seeing that. But I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, and you know what, this time is the right time. Alrighty, so look, in conclusion, what really can DoorDash do to make things right? That's really what it's all about. What can DoorDash as a company, they the ones got all the money, all the stock, what can they do to make it right? Well, I think that, you know, let me see, look at my notes. For starters, they need to just increase the base pay. I don't know what the number is, they need to increase it to, but it need to go up. Just go ahead and get that out of the way right now, because $2 ain't it. 2 pennies, that ain't it. We're not asking for the moon, just something fair, whatever that is per market, but starting at 3, going all the way down to $2, and now I'm seeing 2 pennies, that definitely ain't the way to go right there. DoorDash needs to also be transparent about their pay practices. Like, drivers need to know if it's a tip on there, just let them know straight up if it's the full tip. You already got your catering program, you got your high priority, so you got the orders going to who you want them to go to already, right? I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that. DoorDash has figured out a system to make sure that the orders they want go to the dashers they want them to go to, right? So why not just go ahead and be more transparent with the tip? That way, dashers can feel more comfortable with the company that they're working with, right? On an independent contractor basis, and get those deliveries done, because it's probably a lot of times, more than a few, where it's a delivery they get declined, and that's because the tip's been hidden. And if the tip would have been shown, it might have been an order that was way more desirable for that dasher who it was sent to, because 9 times out of 10, DoorDash try to send the offer to the best dash, supposedly. So look, I'm gonna wrap this video up with that right there. Not only is it unfair, but it's bad for business. Just keep your drivers happy. You got happy drivers, they're gonna have happy customers, and then you're gonna be a happy company making all the money, and the dashers is making their money too, and the customers getting their food, and the trifecta can keep on. If you like this video, make sure you leave me a comment down below, or you can just leave me with a like, or you can leave me with a dislike, but make sure you click this video right here and hit that next one, because you know what, I'm not doing this for free, and I gotta make my money too. I'll holler at you.